Kani and Tapsi, you both made that emotional chord with the characters that you were playing. Kani, to bring out that trauma, tell me what did you do to tap into that trauma, of your character, and even at the same time bring out the strength in her, which we see towards the end of, in the second half of the movie. Yeah. So, how did you tap into the trauma and the strength of your character?
I don't think actually one can really tap into that trauma exactly. As an actor, we try to always go to the closest to it. Sometimes there can be moments you are probably in it because you're almost believing this has happened to you. But I'm not an actor who would fully go in like that. Then I think it will kind of affect you personally. So that I don't tend to do in that aspect. But yes, as a woman growing up in this country from childhood to now, do I have a sense of such assaults or trauma? Yes, personally, I do. My close people have gone through it. So every now and then, this is one of that thing that you are probably closely associated with, even though you don't want it to be that way. So that was there. But to me, I think some aspect of it that I did not see before in this detail is especially the courtroom side of it. I have talked to some of my friends, or like there are some court cases that's going on with a bunch of people that I know. So, and then I have myself have given statements in different occasions in my life, and you're going through that statements again. And what does it bring in you when you go through a trauma like this? And does it make you numb, or do you feel like you're reliving that? Don't you want to forget and move on? Don't you want to get a closure? But then to get justice, you have to go through it. So there is an absurdity and some irony that within the system, but that's how you get justice. But you cannot forget it. Like in the film, it says it won't. They won't let you forget this. But you also want to forget it, but how else you get justice? So I think of that, and I think this particular film made me kind of get a glimpse of that than the other aspect of it. And about the second part of it that you said, the resilience that this character has, that's something like I asked Anubhav sir and Gaurav, who's the writer. How do you, there are all kinds of survivors we have. And everybody kind of responds to it differently. Everybody, the trauma hits them different time, and all that is there. So I was also wondering what kind of a victim / survivor she's going to be, and they kind of gave me a little freedom in that. I think they said they both told me differently. They will come in my way to tell me if they think it's going somewhere else. So I watched the film yesterday for the first time. So for me also, I was like, I'm also contemplating. I'm like, is this the most right way to say it? And this interpretation of this particular survivor, is that the right way for the story? I'm still thinking, honestly. This is my honest answer. But I always think that someone a little stronger is something that I would like to watch also, like one kind of a survivor that was there. Yeah.
The movie, the scenes are open hoti hai movie. It's very traumatic when it's just bang, when they take you in the car and that scene is just going on. It disturbed all of us who were watching the movie. Disturbed in a way like हम ना पूरा एकदम ऐसे होके बैठे थे. Like.
Were you looking at each other?
No, we were looking at the screen only. एक second के लिए, I don't think anyone looked here and there.
How many of you were there?
Ishan, it would be like 20, 25 of them.
In this screening, okay.
Yes.
This screening you saw just now.
So, tell me, when that scene was being shot, what were you going through mentally?
I mean, shoot happens not like yesterday when I watched the film, I had the same experience like you. But when we shoot, that shot different days in different location, different time. I don't know this is how it's gonna put. I know in the script, but we shoot interior of the car differently, everything differently, right? So
actually, it was way more traumatic for the guys.
Yeah. They all, they used to not look at
They
me
were like
actually.
shivering on the day. And one of those days when we shot that sequence that you speak about, one of these days when you, the sequence you speak about, she wasn't there on set. So she doesn't know what happened. And whatever shots you saw of hers was shot the next day. So she never had the entire experience.
Yeah, I have the same experience that you had when I watched yesterday's when I know too. Or in the script when you
Is
read
that
it.
a spoiler?
Oh no.
No.
No, like in the script you don't write descriptively by shot in that way. I mean, it's not needed that way. But so the experience is only when I watch, and I never feel that wholesome. Unless we sometimes shoot something in single shot. I get an idea of it. Otherwise, as an actor, I am very clueless like that way. I'm always impressed by the director and editor. I'm like, wow, they put this together. How this happened? Yesterday, actually, not just many scenes. I'm like, oh, this like I am like a child. Like, I'm like, huh? I looked at Sir. I'm like, wow, he knows. Like, oh, I didn't think this was the rhythm. Oh, I'm always amazed by cinema. I'm like, really changes from script to it's like a it's when I watched not when I acted, not this, it's too different. And as an actor, like I said, if I don't know, for me, if I really go in, I don't know, I little bit protect myself from some kind of emotional journey of the character. Is how my thing is. I'm just honestly saying. Otherwise, I don't know. Most of us are very sensitive, and going in it then really drains me. I want to go like how Tapsi was talking about her character who's being professional, and then I, as an actor, also bit like little detachment, and then something like that is what I do. So I don't go into that kind of in. Little bit of detachment I like. So, unless sometimes some things are definitely not working and my director is saying it's not coming, then I maybe like to give in that full in just to risk a bit to get the scene right. If they're getting it, I try to have a little detachment, like how a puppeteer would manipulate a puppet. Like you really breathe with the puppet. You are in it, but there is slight detachment. This is how I am as an actor. I'm just saying that. So, but when I watch the film, yes, there are many scenes where it has a certain impact. And when I read the script also, it was there. But while shooting, that's not my experience as an actor, no.